Well, hello. Oh. Nope, let's try that again. I was just coming to you just to kind of, check in for the week and talk about a few things. I just kind of wanted to talk about a few things that I've kind of discovered about myself after having gastric bypass. First things first, I just want to say that I have lost some weight since my last video. I uploaded that one a little late because I recorded it on my computer and I found that I'm an idiot and I can't figure out how to use the video editor. However, I got, I think I was at 242 or something like that. I am, as of today, 234. So I've lost a little bit since then, so almost 10 pounds. Just wanted to kind of let you guys know that. So yay, victory. Here's a comparison picture from when I was almost my heavy, about 7 pounds from my heaviest. I think I was sitting on the toilet in the before picture. And then in the after picture is me at work today. I just kind of wanted to touch on that, and then also just kind of go over a few things that, I have noticed that were just kind of strange to me. I can't remember if I already touched on this one specifically, but I am finding that I can have vegetables, like not necessarily cruciferous vegetables like, cauliflower and broccoli and stuff like that, at least raw, but I can have like a salad. I mean, like a market size, personal salad with some chicken or whatever on it. And I can usually eat just about the whole thing. And at first that kind of freaked me out because I was just like, oh my gosh, did I just... I don't know what that is. Oh, I know what it is. It's my drink. I can't remember what I was just saying. It kind of freaked me out at first because I was thinking, oh my gosh, did I stretch my pouch or something like that? I think that I noticed it probably just after I was okayed for solid food. I was surprised because I could eat almost a whole Smart Ones, the basil and chicken, whatever. I mean, there was mostly broccoli in it. And like I said, it freaked me out. I, of course, realized later that when you chew up something that is mostly water, it's going to occupy a very small space in your stomach. So I've actually been increasing the amount of vegetables that I've been eating, and this is kind of like ties into the other thing. The struggle is still real, folks. Pooping is hard after surgery. I wish I really would have known that. I shouldn't say it, pooping is hard, because that kind of sounds silly. It kind of sounds like I'm talking about hard poop. Well, I kind of am. But anyway, I want pooping to be less hard. It's still a struggle. And so bringing that fiber into my diet, I'm really hoping that it will start to move things through. I don't know if you guys any of you out there are familiar with the restaurant chain Taco Time, but it is a Northwest thing and it is really good. And they have a lot of fresh options, and everything they have on the menu is... they usually locally source it, as far as I know. I might be wrong about that. They don't have frozen stuff, and it's pretty good. And I was able to have a taco salad yesterday. Well, half of a taco salad. I was able to give the rest of it to my daughter, but still, I mean, like, it was pretty big though. It was actually the first time I ate beef since I had surgery. I haven't been brave enough. I've heard a couple of people have issues with beef. I just didn't want to have beef until I was more healed, I suppose. But the more I'm understanding about that, the more it's harder for people who have beef after they've had like a steak instead of like, maybe a ground beef. Ground beef is easier on people because it's so much smaller. And like when you chew a steak, it's kind of harder on your stomach. So at least that's what I've heard. I haven't had a steak, and I really don't want to have one either. So I had the salad and I ate half of it, and it was so satisfying to eat a portion that was normal. And I kind of felt like I didn't feel like I was having something that was a cheat at all, and I'm really not looking for that. But it just felt like I was able to eat a normal quantity and not just be done with my entire meal after 4 or 5 bites. And so that was really cool. I mean, I really feel like I had found out something like really great when I was eating that. So that, to me was like a really good find. It's kind of having a little bit of a sense of normalcy in my everyday eating. I really am really happy about that. But actually back to that. I didn't share this with you guys, but I got super constipated a couple of weeks ago, and I was scared. Of course, who isn't scared when they're stopped up, and they can't go. I think the thing that was most frightening to me was possibly having to go to the hospital and have somebody poop for me. And my luck, it would have been a cute doctor too. No, I thankfully didn't have to do that. However, my urgent care doctor, whoever I talked to on the phone, said to have me take some extra, this is the off-brand Miralax, and then do a couple of enemas. So he had me take a bunch of the Miralax, or Clearlax as it's called, and then an enema, and then 6 hours later do it again, and it worked. Thankfully. It was definitely scary. And I don't want to have to go through that again. And I found myself needing to take that in the last couple of weeks because it's just really hard to eliminate. Hopefully, like I said, with the extra fiber that I'm taking in, I am, going to be a little bit more regular. I know you're so glad that I'm sharing this information because everybody wants to know about my poop. I also bought some Benefiber. I've got that, and I had talked about that back in the cement poop video. That I haven't been super religious with because I left it in my desk at work, and I put it in my drinks at work if I remember. And so I need to, I don't know, maybe put a sticky note on my computer, say, do you want to poop today? Right now, I think I'm getting in about 500 to 700 calories a day. I find that getting more than that is actually kind of uncomfortable for me, but I don't have any issues with my energy level at this point. I know that when I get down to where I want to be, I will definitely start to see if I can't bring that up. Where I'm at now, I can probably fit about 5 to 6 ounces of food into my pouch. I have hypoglycemia, so sometimes I have to have a carb and some protein together, and so that helps to bring that blood sugar back up. And so sometimes I'll have one of those. It's not a Lunchable, but it's something similar. It's a cracker cruncher or something like that, and it's got like some ham and some crackers and some cheese, and it's got a little candy bar. I give that to somebody else because there's always somebody that wants chocolate. When you're in an office full of ladies, somebody's PMSing somewhere. So I give the chocolate away, and then I'll have that, and then sometimes I'll have a yogurt with it, and it's usually the Oikos 000, and I love those. And there's also fiber in that. I think there's like 6 grams of fiber and like 15 grams of protein, so it's a really great source of protein. And so is the other the Cracker Cruncher. It's a really good source of protein. And so I'll have those, but I can't usually finish the yogurt, and so I'll have to go put it away and finish it later because I want to get that protein and I want to get that extra fiber. Changing it up a little bit too has been kind of nice, like I said, with the vegetables and whatnot, but I feel like things will start moving a little bit better soon, and I'm kind of wondering about my blood work as well. I think I might go get my blood work done here pretty soon. I am kind of still suffering from that dry skin under and over my eyes, but it's not nearly as bad and it's not painful. So I really think that it was hormonal, but I kind of want to check my levels and see, if maybe it was a vitamin deficiency. I saw somebody on Instagram had posted that they had a B vitamin deficiency and they had stuff going on around their eyes, but she also had some stuff, like some rashes right here and then some cracking right here. I just want to make sure, that I'm on the right path. And the vitamin that I take, it actually doesn't have any iron in it. And I mean, the last thing I want is to stop my butt up some more. If I have to take an iron supplement, I will. But I want to see how that is. And even my surgeon, he says, well, why don't you just take the vitamin that you have? Because it's a bariatric advantage vitamin. So it's made for bariatric patients. It's a 200% vitamin. It's the little chews. They look like Starburst. They don't really taste like Starburst, but they're tolerable. He said, just see how you do without a supplement, and then we can go from there. And things like spinach, red red meat, of course, has iron in it. I would like to, you know, maybe like start implementing maybe a green smoothie with like some dark greens in it, because those are the ones that have a lot of iron in them and a lot of vitamin C and a lot of good stuff. And then just having that in the morning and nursing that throughout the morning, rather than just, you know, a cup of water, which is not bad on its own, but having as much nutrients as I can possibly get into my body, I think that I'd be a lot happier with the results of any blood work. So hopefully. I have found that I definitely see fat in the toilet. So obviously, you know, not absorbing as much fat as I had been in the past. I am losing a little bit of hair. Not a ton, you know. I cut it off about a month ago, and I did that in anticipation of losing the hair. I don't know if I'm really getting more than normal, or if I am getting, like, you know, the starts of losing the hair. And I just figured that it's gonna happen. And my surgeon said that it's like having a baby. Losing the hair, you know, after you have a baby. I remember working at a photo finisher, and I had to wear a white lab coat, and my coworkers would come up behind me and they'd rub my back and pull the hair off because I would lose hair all day long, and I never went bald. So I mean, I remember it getting a little bit thin around about here, but it was no big deal, and it grew back, so I'm not really super worried about it. But anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it all at that, and I just wanted to catch up with you. And by the way, this is a size extra large. Pretty happy about that. All day long I kept thinking I dumped water down my shirt, but I didn't. But a coworker, she had a bag of clothes that she gave me. It's really awesome because, you know, when you have a significant weight loss, you end up needing a lot of clothes, and you don't want to go out and buy a bunch because that's just throwing money away. And so she's like, I have all these clothes that, you know, I was given by a friend, and there wasn't you know, I pulled the things out that I wanted, but, you know, would you like to check it out? And so I did, and I was pretty happy with what I found. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Don't forget to come and join my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/group/WLS Adventures. We'd love to have you over there. We're starting to gain members, which is really great, and I'm really happy about that. And we're having some great back and forth. And we have people from all walks of life. You know, people that have had the sleeve, they've had the bypass, or the sleeve converted bypass. I think we had one gal, I don't know if she had her surgery today or if it was somebody else, but anyway, it was pretty cool, you know, to learn, you know, that these, you know, the struggle is still real after your surgery, and sometimes folks will need a revision, and, you know, that's okay. You know, we're here to support each other. And if you like to use Instagram, I'm at Mandy McBypass, and I would love to see you over there too. I'm just gonna sign off for now, and happy Resurrection Sunday. See you later.